we're back to another really easy recipe. This is one that we've used for years, and I think we even got it from a family member who uses it quite often. And you basically just throw a few things in here, throw it in the oven, and let it cook for an hour. And I do sometimes fix this in advance, and then we heat it up later. So a lot of times, since I work long hours and work until late at night, I will fix a recipe before I go to work in the morning, and then I'll take some with me, and whoever's here will heat up the rest of it. So what we start with here is a greased baking dish. So I've got just a regular glass Pyrex dish. To that, I'm going to add a cup of rice, and you don't have to worry about getting it in here all even and smooth. A cup of rice. At this point, you could slice an onion and put layers of onion here, or just, slice one whole onion and place it around. It will flavor your rice and your pork chops more, but I didn't have one. I forgot to get one. Harold doesn't eat onions anyway, so unless they're super grilled until they're burnt and charred. So I didn't get one to put in here. So I've got the cup of rice, and then I'm going to put pork chops on top of that. You can use boneless pork chops. I use the ones with the bone in them because they do have a lot more flavor. And most of the time whenever I get these, there will be 4 in a pack. A little hard to pick up with these tongs that I have, but I didn't want to have to stop and wash my hands in the middle again. Okay. Once you have those there, you're going to add salt and pepper, so I just sprinkle some over the top. No real measurement. Just to get a little on each one. Now you're going to add 1 can of the beef consomme, and it just comes in a can like this. I think Campbell's brand may be the only one that I've been able to find that makes it. So I pour that around my pork chops. I don't pour it on top of them because I don't want it to wash off the salt and pepper. Pour the whole can in, and then you're going to add 1 can of water. So just fill up your can with water. Pour that on. And it may come up and cover your pork chops, but that's okay. Once you've done that, cover it with aluminum foil. And we're going to bake this at 450 for 1 hour. And then it'll be ready to go. That's all there is to it. The rice gets done, and around the edges it gets a little bit crispy, like it got too done, a little bit brown. That's the way I like it. That's my favorite part. But it is flavored from the meat of the pork chops and leaves you with a really good dish that has at least your main dish and one side with the pork. With the rice. So then you only have to fix one other thing really to go with it. So I'm going to throw this in the oven for an hour, and then we'll look at how it turns out once it's done. So now that it's out of the oven, you can see, of course with the lighting it's kind of hard to see, but the pork chops are done, the rice is done, and it's browned a little around the edges. And if you wanted the pork chops a little more brown on top, you could stick it under the broiler for just a few minutes. But the pork chops are so tender, and it's good even without doing that. So hope you enjoy it. Try it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll post the ingredients either in the comments or down below, just depending on where you're seeing the video. Have a great day, y'all.